Today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the NECA Toys Aliens Bishop. I am thrilled to see that NECA is continuing an Aliens property and giving us not really just aliens, not just predators, but now we're getting human characters. And I say the word human, I use the term very loosely because, well, we know Bishop is not a human. It looks like Bishop comes with an interchangeable hand. He also comes with the knife, and it comes with the light. I believe that is the light he uses in the tunnel when he's trying to get through the, when they cut the tunnel piping and he's feeding himself through there. Packaging has the Aliens logo at the top there. I can't quite make out what else is in there. It looks like it's the inner room of the station that they go to. The side has some really fun artwork, some awesome artwork. I mean, that's an uncanny likeness to Lance Henriksen. And then on the back, we've got the read-up. As the sole survivor of the Nostromo, Ripley is discovered when a cryogenic sleeps 57 years later by a salvage ship, which is taken back to Earth. Ripley learns that the company has established human colonies on the same planet where the alien attack originated. After all contact with the colony is lost, Ripley agrees to return to the planet accompanied by a team of colonial marines. Together they will rescue any survivors that remain and confront the alien menace head-on. Also available down below, well, we're going to be looking already at Bishop, but also, of course, we have Kane and we have the dog alien. Super, super excited for these. To check out more, you can head over also to www.necaonline.com and see the other pieces that they're producing. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, we're going to get a better look at Bishop. Don't go anywhere, guys. There's more heading your way. Stay tuned. When it comes to Bishop's accessories, once again, he's got himself the little light that he uses in the cutout tunnel that he's going through. It's interesting to think what accessories, like what decision making they go through to pick certain accessories. I love the fact that they give us like a light, but I mean I would also have loved to see like maybe interchangeable parts for Bishop, or like a face hugger, like dissecting face hugger that he could have been working on, stuff like that as well. But you get yourself like a little light. You could put it around his neck if you wanted to, but you know, you get that. Also, as well, you get yourself his knife. Not necessarily his knife, but, you know, of course, the knife that he uses to for that hand trick. Luckily, as well, he comes with also an interchangeable hand. So the hand itself would be perfect for the holding the knife. The hands that he's currently sporting aren't really suitable for knife holding. So for that, you can just take his arm and wiggle off the hand here and remove it, pop it from the socket. It's a smaller peg, so of course, as always, you got to be careful changing out hands. The last thing you want to do is, well, the last thing you want to do is something Spot's not going to say, because if I say it, you know what's going to happen. I jinx it. So you get that, and then you can put the knife in his hand. It's not the easiest, I find, to change out the hands, though. Like, the peg is a little more difficult. I don't know if the socket of the hand is a little smaller to get that changed out, but you also get yourself the knife. Already we've seen collectors out there, customizers out there, who have taken this existing figure and have tooled it into the severed Bishop, you know, with the milk kind of blood all over him. If NECA wants to reuse this sculpt, I definitely would say, oh, would love to see a severed Bishop. I'm not really sure what you can include it with. I mean, you could really just give him the severed torso and just, you know, some extra accessories, you know, some organs. Well, not organs, but the tubing and everything else from him. That would be really cool. So hopefully, if NECA wants to reuse this mold, they can go that route. I know I can speak for myself, and maybe speak for other collectors out there. There would be enough of us that would definitely want to pick that up. The piece as a whole is really decent. I think they did a great job, especially his face. His face is probably one of the more better likenesses I've seen in a smaller 6-inch figure. It certainly opens the doors for using this figure for the basis of other Lance Henriksen figures. You can make this into Lance Henriksen from Terminator 1, or I might even consider getting a second one of these and making Lance Henriksen from Hard Target. Don't have a Jean-Claude Van Damme, granted, but at least we're almost there. The rest of his body, other than this fantastic head sculpt, the rest of his body is just basically the engineer's suit that he's wearing. There is a patch on one side of his shoulder area. The other side doesn't have it. And then he's got the flapped, folded up sleeves. This one side, I've noticed, has come removed because it is just a separate piece that they've added onto it. So I might just need to get a little bit of glue or something and glue that back in. But it's not a problem. Even if it's sticking up, even if it's sticking up a bit, that doesn't bother me at all. It also, this Bishop also utilizes the new articulation. So like this torso, this body, top part body of the figure is rubber. He's got a standard figure underneath, figure body, torso underneath, but then they've applied the rubber over top of it. That's so smart because like you could reuse so much of the body. It's easier to make the rubber piece than it is to tool a brand new torso. So, you know, if this was necessarily a figure that they've used before, this body, and then they've just applied the rubber appliances over top of it to give us the new figure, like that's clever. It's not even quite like it either, but I mean, I kind of look at this and I think, wow, I could probably try to make some sort of Michael Myers out of this. Yeah, no, it's not quite the same suit, but I guess the only downside to the suit is that his lower torso sticks very far down. Like, I feel like it should be a little higher up. But imagining as well, this is basically like a onesie outfit. So of course it's going to be a little baggier in areas than others. He's got the back pockets there, nice, and he's also got like a pair of sneakers, like little flap over shoes there. It's a nice piece. It really is a nice piece. Just wish I could get his hand back on the socket a little bit better. When it comes to his articulation, it's about on par with what you would expect with other NECA pieces. He does have a ball joint in the head. Rotates very easily as well, left and right. Also pivots up and down. Shoulders are on a ball hinge joint, which still is stiff for me. They rotate out. They also rotate forward and back. He has a bend and rotation in the forearm, as well as that swivel in the hand that we've already looked at. When it comes to his torso, he doesn't have any waist swivel. I mean, theoretically, he probably could underneath this suit that he's wearing, but as it stands now, you really can't do too much with the waist. Crunching as well in the torso, doesn't really feel like he's got much of a crunch. Legs do go forward and back, out. No swivel either in the thigh. I mean, there might be a swivel right by the, yeah, there's a swivel on the one leg. This one leg is a little more problematic for me. One leg does swivel though. He does have a bend and rotation in the knee. Now, one interest for concern is that my leg, not my leg, but Bishop's leg, move the arm out of the way here, the leg goes straight, fairly easy. I can get the leg, in fact, when I both got the legs out of packaging, they kind of were bent like this. This one leg I can get straight. That's not so much of an issue. This leg, on the other hand, I can't seem to get the leg any further back than that. Like it seems like it's really stuck, and I don't know if it's been pegged in incorrectly. Like it really should be straight like this leg, but instead it's kind of bent. See that? It's kind of bent, and I can't move it any further than that. So I'm wondering if maybe the foot, the leg, this leg should have been further out, further down. But it's a livable enough issue for me. And worst comes to worst, I might even just get myself another Bishop. But he does also have peg holes on the undersides of his feet. So theoretically, if you picked up the new NECA stands that they're producing as well, you could put Bishop on his display stand, which I might just ultimately do. I really like this figure. I guess for licensing, they probably couldn't get Ripley out just yet. I mean, she is eventually going to be coming, but I guess in the meantime, we just peg the leg out there. There we go. In the meantime, though, I guess we just got ourselves Bishop. We've got Hicks and Hudson, And hopefully the sky's the limit for additional Aliens figures. Bishop, sculpted on him is very nice. I like the new articulation, and it's one of those figures that it's nice that they gave the figure and released this figure now, where we could appreciate more the articulation than giving us this figure, 5-10 years ago. Sculpt is very nice, and I love Lance Henriksen, so I mean, to get this guy in the collection is a thank you very much to NECA. Bishop, I'm going to give him an 8.5. Today's toy spot, we were having a look at the NECA Toys Aliens Bishop. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more videos heading your way. We're also going to be having a look more at the NECA Toy Alien figures. We've still got 2 to have a look at, so stay tuned for those. See you guys next time.